I've never driven in the wet conditions around Monaco in a while. Welcome back everyone to another F122 driver career mode video. Today I think the audio is recording. I am seeing that the bar is moving as I speak, so hopefully this will not be a same issue as last episode. I do apologize about that, but I hope you guys enjoyed that episode nonetheless. It is indeed the rise of the McLarens. McLarens are ungodly fast around the tracks here. You can see, goodness me, look at the rise of the McLarens. Look at how quickly they were able to improve the performance of that car ever since around Australia. By the looks of it, they've been bringing in a couple upgrades here and there, really exploded into the lead around the Spanish Grand Prix weekend. So let's see, heading into Monaco today, one of my favorite circuits, but let's take a look at the aerodynamics first. Okay, so this was just an event. Aerodynamics morale went up 10%. No big deal for us. I think we got a couple upgrades in. Yeah, we got a couple MGUH and gearbox durability upgrades coming through, which is good. But we want some performance enhancers, you know, like powertrain or aerodynamics and chassis upgrades. That would be helpful as well. Currently sitting in pretty good lead, 50 points between Norris and Lieberman. Been on the podium for the most part of the season so far, but Monaco, let's see if we can really push ahead. Lewis Hamilton really struggling with scoring points this time out, but yeah, hopefully he can start pulling some weight, or pulling his weight in the standings, because it is Heidi Lieberman mostly dragging Mercedes into the lead in the constructors. So let's see, Monaco time. Let's see how well we can perform here. Welcome to the qualifying session of the Monaco Grand Prix. Let's take a look here. It's going to be raining apparently, but I don't know how strong the rain's going to be. It says 93%, but it's just light rain. So we'll see. I think we could get away with a dry setup, but I don't know. I'm debating here whether we should go on a wet setup or a dry one. But I gotta say, just stellar laps around this circuit. Did pretty well with our laps during practice, and we were quite successful with how we were able to push the car up. Still slower than the McLarens, of course, but yeah, still putting up a valiant fight to put our car in P3 by the end of the session. Solid laps, solid pace as well. So let's see if we can keep that up today. Yeah, now that I think of it, I think we'll just stay on the lighter setup, so the drier setup, and hopefully we can get a couple laps in to see us into the final round, and hopefully in a good starting position. Let's get around Rascas here. I'm feeling good about this lap. It's very slippery out here in the wets, but it's looking like a good lap here. Let's see, crossing the line, P2 just behind Lando Norris. Ooh, I need to find some pace here and there. Well, I didn't think I needed to risk any more laps, so we sit P12 by the end of the session. Those McLarens are fast, and the Ferrari improving in the later section of the session. Latifi, Stroll, Magnussen, Gasly, and Zhou are out. We only did one lap, so that tire is still quite good. So let's move on to the next round. Alright. Come on. Come on. Let's see what kind of lap this is. P1, baby. Let's go. Provisional pole after that lap. That was a good one. 119.1. Fastest of the bunch. Beating Leclerc, or beating Norris, Sainz, and Alonso. Big names that have fast cars. So let's see if we can maintain this position. I don't know. Might go out on these used Inters again for a final lap towards the end of the session. Actually, I decided to stay in because I felt like this lap was strong enough. Lando Norris goes a little faster. Alonso as well. The McLaren's really pulling through in the final moments of the session. Lieberman in third, Hamilton 6th, Schumacher, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Ticktum, and Albon are out. Final round. Let's see what we place for the race. Alright, let's see. Rascas coming up. Great power as we exit that final turn, and another P1, 117.7. Track seems to be drying up. Let's keep an eye on that track condition. Alright, improving by a lot on this lap. Let's see if I can keep it together until the end here. Yes, good execution. Let's go. 4/10 improved. And that should be pole secured yet again. Let's go. P1 in a wet Monaco Grand Prix. Wow, something clicked in me because I just went about 7/10 faster than Leclerc, who sits P2. And then we also beat the two McLarens of Alonso and Norris, who sit in the second row. So this is a huge advantage for us coming into the Monaco Grand Prix. It's going to be a wet race start. There might be a dry stint, so this is going to be a big strategy call. Let's see if we can pull off the best strategy to get us P1 by the end of the session.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That's how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. We already see the lowest average speeds of the season here at the Circuit de Monaco, and they'll be even lower in the difficult conditions today. 19 corners make up this famous 2-mile track, and with the rain, it'll be even harder than usual to get the critical heat into the tyres. So don't be surprised if we see a safety car at some point during today's Grand Prix. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Athena lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Norris, Sergio Perez and Verstappen, Sainz, Hamilton, Ocon and George Russell, Albon, Tictum, Yuki Tsunoda and Ricciardo, Mick Schumacher, Joe, Pierre Gasly and Kevin Magnussen, Stroll and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway.
We have a massive advantage here. Of course, qualifying position means the most in Monaco. It's going to be wet. So my prediction was a little off here. We're moving on to the inters after a couple laps there, and then probably moving on to the softs, I guess. We'll see. Otherwise, it's going to be a wet strat. It's not going to be too bad, I'd say. We'll drop our fuel down by a lot, I guess. Maybe like a lap under. We'll be able to save fuel because it's a wet Monaco race. We do a lot of lifting and coasting anyway. So about a lap in the deficit. Let's start this race then. Alright, so the tires don't need heating because it's a wet set of tires. But it is going to be a little slippery out here in the heavy rain. But I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever weather they toss at me. So let's try to park up the best we can. We need every little inch we can get. Advantage, that is. Let's see. A little went over. Shucks. Try to get 0 meters, man. Try to get 0 meters. Alright, let's get it. I just need a good launch off the line here. Let's see. 5 red lights in rainy Monaco, and we're underway. Oh, great start despite the red parking. We take the lead into Saint-Devote. Skidding into turn 1. Up the hill we go to Casino. Oh, going wide a little. It's very different because I've never driven in the wet conditions around Monaco in a while. Whoa, kept it out of the barriers. That's important. I need to get used to the track. Oh my god, sorry. Sorry, I just went into neutral. Which was not what I was planning to do. Come on. Let's run away, run away, run away. Oh boy. It is slippery and disastrous out here. Oh man. I am not used to this wet conditions, especially on a dry setup. Still very much in the lead here, trying to just maintain my pace, save fuel, take care of the car. I don't want to go over these curbs a little too much because it's going to cause some underbody damage. Uh-oh, we have an issue. Why? Why? Don't tell me. I've been driving so well in the lead here. Come on, I've been pulling away from Leclerc. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is the shortest video ever.
Can't risk you carrying on with this race, I'm afraid.
Come on, that's some
Again,
bull.
find somewhere safe to stop. We need you to retire.
No. You gotta be kidding me, man. Gotta be kidding me. I was in a chance of winning this race again, and then we get an engine failure. Ay, ay, ay. What is it this time, huh? Oh. Yeah, shame. Shame. Real shame.
Red Bull pulling out all the stops today. What a great win. So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Rain always has the potential to liven up a race and mix up the order, and they've taken full advantage of that to claim the victory today. It's always a bit of a lottery when the conditions are like this, but they've managed to stay on circuit and have come out on top.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sports that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
Well, that's a real shame. We had an opportunity here. I was driving so well at the front, and yeah, well, that was an early drive into the pits, and early shower for us today. Unlucky. Verstappen, Norris, and Sainz on the podium. Leclerc, Perez, Hamilton, Russell, Ocon, Albon, and Ricciardo in the top 10 points. Ticktum, Schumacher, Gasly, Tsunoda, Zhou, Magnussen, Stroll, Latifi. Round out the finishers with Alonso failing to finish the race as well, and Heidi Lieberman failing to finish today as well. We stay at 144, but the lead has shrunken down a bit. 32 points now from 50. Lando Norris getting P2 today, of course. Verstappen overtakes Alonso with some good points under his belt. Lewis Hamilton remains in P7, but closing in on Esteban Ocon. But let's take a look at the constructors. It's down to 12 points now as McLaren had a good day. P2 finished with them, but Mercedes did score a couple points, so we still inch further ahead. But yeah, huge shame that we missed out on 25, maybe even 26 points if we got the fastest lap towards the later stages of the race. But it is what it is. It happens. We're expecting it. But yeah, relatively short episode today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it regardless. If you guys did, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe using the red button down below, and hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as I upload next. Thank you guys so much for your attention. Thank you so much for your support. Let's try to get 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year, please. I am going to try and push for it. We're currently on 3.5k, and it would mean the world to me if you can get your friends, get your family, get whoever you have in your vicinity to watch the videos and support the channel. It is greatly appreciated, and I appreciate your support. Thank you guys so much again. See you in the next one around Azerbaijan.